Good day. I am Norie mae Monterubio from BSIT 2A BPO. For today's video, I'm going to discuss the introduction of IT 222 or networking. Data communication, it is the exchange of data between two devices via some form of transmission medium. It refers to the transmission of this digital data between two or more computers and a computer network of data network. We have 5 characteristics of effective communication. First is it uses the same transmission medium and language. Transmission medium, ito yung sign of language or face-to-face. Second is direct and indirect communication. Direct communication, ito yung real-time or face-to-face. Indirect communication naman is ito yung through email. Mutual understanding, continuous processes. Continuous processes, ito yung tuloy-tuloy na pag-uusap. Fifth is use of words as well as symbols. Symbols, ito yung sinasabi natin as emotion, actions, and reactions. Data. Data refers to information presented in whatever form is agreed upon by the patterns, creating and using the data. The fundamentals, characteristics of data communication. First, delivery. The system must deliver data to the correct destination. It is deliver or transform data from sender to receiver. Second is accuracy. The system must deliver the data accurately. System must deliver data to the receiver without being altered or damaged. Third is timeliness. The system must deliver data in timely manner. Timely deliver means delivering data as they are produced in the same order that they are produced and without significant delay. Components of data communication. First is message. It is information data to be communicated. It can consist of text, numbers, pictures, sounds. It presented an agreement between the communicating devices. Second is sender. It is the device that sends the data message. The computer or device that sends the data or message is called sender. Third is receiver. It is the device that receives the message, accepts a single form the transmission system and converts it into a usable form for the destination devices. Fourth is medium. It is the physical path by which a message travels from sender to receiver. The speed of data transmission or data rate depends upon the type of medium being used in the network. Fifth is protocol. It is a set of rules governs data communication. Is a standard set of rules that allow electronic devices to communicate with each other. Data representation, we have text, ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, is a character encoding that uses numeric codes to represent characters. Example is shift in, can, and cancel, and madami pang iba. ASCII is Extended American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is a version support representation of 256 different characters. This is because Extended ASCII uses 8 bits to represent a character as opposed to serve in standard ASCII where to the 8-bit is used for error checking. Example is space, backspace, delete. Unicode is a universal character encoding standard. It defines the way individual characters are represented in the text files, web page, and other type of documents. Example is UTF-8, UTF-60, UTF-32. ISO is International Organization for Standardization. Is a worldwide federation of national standard. Numbers. Numeric data consists of numbers that can be used in arithmetic operations. Example 0, 1, 2. Image Images are represented in digital format in a wide variety of ways. This is the example. Audio. Since computers represented data in digital form as a bits and bytes, the sound in analogy form must be converted to digital form to be retained. Example is there are some audio media which useful such as micro, cassettes, photography, records, CDs, and audio card. Fifth is video. It is about video format which describes the sequences, structure, and content of frames that create the moving video image along with any possible audio or text. Example is yung dumb ways to die. We have data flow. First is simplex. Simplex is communication is unidirectional. Simplex is the data transmission mode in which the data can flow only in one direction. Second is half duplex. Each station can both transmit and receive but not at the same time. It's a type of communication in which data can flow back and forth between two devices but not simultaneous. It can send and receive data. Number 3 is full duplex. Both stations can transmit and receive simultaneous. Data can flow two ways at the same time. For example, two computers connected via an Ethernet cable can send and receive data at the same time. Network criteria. First is we have performance. It can be measured in many ways. Transit time, it is the amount of time required for a message to travel from one device to another. Response time, it is the elapsed time between an inquiry and response. The performance of the network depends on many factors such as numbers of uses, type of transmission medium, capabilities of the hardware, and efficiency of the software. Reliability, it is measured by the frequency of the failure, time it takes a link to recover from failure, and network's robustness in a catastrophe. Third is security, how the network protect data from unauthorized access. It is the protection of hardware, software, and data from unauthorized access like password. Categories of network. Network is a category which the following factors: size, ownership, distance. It covers physical architecture. Categories: local area network or LAN. Is a collection of devices connected together in one physical location such as building, office, or home. Second is MAN or Metropolitan Area Network. It covers largest geography areas. Third is WAN or Wide Area Network. Some WAN and MAN connects many LAN together. This is the example. Categories: LAN, size is building or campus, ownership private owned, distance few kilometers, P architecture is bus, star, and ring. Example is laboratory network. Next is MAN, size is city, ownership public company, distance extended over entire city. P architecture is LAN to LAN. Example is cable network. WAN naman is size niya is globe, ownership private or public, distance is extend over entire globe. P architecture man to man. Example internet. Network is a group of connected communication devices such as computers and printers. Mid-1960s standalone devices. ARPA, Advanced Research Project Agency. It is also known as ARPANET. Its initial purpose was to link computers at Pentagon founded research institution over telephone lines. DoD or Department of Defense, this computer system including all related equipment, networks and device including internet access are provided only for authorized U.S. government use. 1967, ACM or Association for Computing Machinery Meeting. ARPA or ARPANET. IMP or Interface Message Processor. 1969, ARPANET Reality. For note, first is University of California, Los Angeles or UCLA. Second is University of California, Santa Barbara or UCSB. Third is Stanford Research Institution. Fourth is University of Utah. NCP or Network Control Protocol is a set of protocols forming a part of point-to-point protocol. For every higher layer, protocol support by PPP or point-to-point protocol 1 NCP is there. 1972, Vint Cerf and Bob Kahn Intermittent Project Transmission Control Protocol or TCP. First is encapsulation is one of the fundamental concepts in object-oriented programming or OOP. Second is datagram is a basic transfer unit associated with a packet switch network. Third is functions of the gateway. Shortly thereafter, TCP to TCP higher level functions. First is segmentation is an architectural approach that divides a network into multi-segments or subnets, each acting as its own small network. Second is reassemble. Sometimes just referred to as segmentation is the process of breaking a packet into smaller units before transmission and reassembling them into the proper order to the receiving end of the communication. Third is error detection. It refers to the techniques used to detect noise or other impairments introduced into data while it is transmitted from source to destination. IP handled datagram, TCP or IP Internet Protocol today's. Physical topology, it refers to the way in which a network is laid out physically. Categories, meron tayong mesh. Mesh is communication is point-to-point type of networking where all nodes cooperate to distribute data amongst each others. Second is bus. Signals are shared with backbone cable. Is for LAN in which all nodes are connected to a single cable. Third is star. Signals are passing through the center device. Is for LAN which all nodes are individually connected to the central connection point to like a hub or sub or switch. Fourth is ring. Ring is signals are circulate with the network in which each node connects to the exactly two or other nodes forming a single continuously pathway or signals through each node. We have example of topology. Topology mesh, advantage point-to-point link, robust, privacy or security. Disadvantage is expensive in cable and 1-to-0 connection, share bulk of wiring. Feature is N1 in connections. Second is boost, less expensive than mesh. Ease of installation. Disadvantage is difficult reconnection, difficult to add station, limited number of station. Featured is backbone cable. Star point advantage point-to-point link, robust, less expensive than mesh. Disadvantage is using central device. Feature is hub. Ring is advantage point-to-point link to both side only, easy to install and configure. Disadvantage is unidirectional traffic of signal. Feature is repeater.